Hi everyone. Last month I had completed my first real life model, and now I am going to create a customized traditional Chinese medicine hall. So I'm very curious of what's the experience like buying my own basic materials to set up the whole thing. So these are some of my basic materials that I've bought. Basswood for easy cutting using a penknife, and some wooden sheets that I bought online that comes in a pack of 5 sheets. And I bought this artist hardboard to use the backing as a frame to improvise it to become the frame for the miniature. And this sticker book, if there is any book to act as a cover for the books. So I'm going to paint up this space here because traditional Chinese medicine hall usually have a darker wooden background. Yeah, especially for those very traditional ones. So this miniature will be standing landscape, and this is the base area for it. It will be covered by strips of wooden sheets that I will be cutting later. I decided to paint up some of them to create different shades and tonings for the floor. So when they paste together, they may look like some kind of laminated flooring. Some of these are like already dried when I tried to paint over them. So I have to paint more layers, drying effect to make them look better. So I will just piece them up piece by piece using some little amount of white glue at the bottom. having to do manual measurement of the spaces within the frame, how much to cater for each part of the furniture, to calculate the inner length, the inner height, the external length, the external height, also to calculate the thickness of the material itself. It's a very interesting process for me to go through. I think it's a good practice to understand that building a model and preparing the materials itself, it does really takes a lot of time, and which ones to be glued into the cupboard first, which one will come second, which ones will come third, the drying process in between. So I think these are some of my thinking process when I finished the painting part, the flooring part, and now I'm preparing to cut out the basswood for the furniture. And as this is my very first furniture to build, I have no prior experience in any way, and I hope that it can be done. And so far so good, it's good. As I am cutting inside my bedroom, I will use transparent tapes to take away the smaller wood cut beads or even wood powders, so it will not fly around my room. After I had cut out the inner wood, I need to find the more exact location to place them after I had put the white glue underneath them. So I'm drawing markers now for the next step. Cutting out the small partition box in between the 4 different sections of the cupboard is the most challenging part. I can say it's quite fun at the same time because each of the sections are not accurately the same height. So I have to measure, test and try, put the planks inside and see whether they can fit. And sometimes when they fit, the depth it might be too much and I have to adjust the depth, cutting bits and little strips away from the little partition boards. So yeah, this part it actually takes quite some time to do it. So I have to place each of them in their proper location before I can glue them inside, so I will not be confused which partition belongs to which section and which part. So it takes some time to slowly recognize how I should work to be more efficient. So now the cupboard is completely dry. I had erased the previous lines and drawn in more accurate lines where this cupboard should be. So I'm now trying to find out how much space I should cater for the top and the bottom compartment. So I had to try to measure them out, draw it on the planks, on the wood again, and cut them out. And because there are so many cut out woods, it's good to label each of them so I will not be confused. For this part here, I am using just a very normal ballpoint pen to draw out another same piece of wood that will be the same size as the one I am holding in front. So I find that it works faster this way. But note that when I draw the ballpoint pen, the actual size is on the inner side of the ballpoint pen line. So when I cut, I should be cutting on the inside of the ballpoint pen line so that the wood that is cut out will be the accurate size. So now I am completing the lower compartment of the three compartments. This is almost done. I have already glued up the rest and installing the last piece now. This will be the small little partition box again, and that's how it looks like. So I'm moving to the top compartment where I've written these three Chinese words, 中药行, meaning Chinese medical hall, and thickening the Chinese strokes with the pencil so that I can engrave it into the softwood later with my engraving tool. So this is the first time that I am using an engraving tool. So I figured it out that it may work on a softwood after trying it out. And there are two nibs that's given in this set, so I use the smaller ones. And I find that to use a pencil to draw out the thickness of the Chinese strokes does actually helps during this engraving process, because I can see the pencil graphites being pushed off once the area is being engraved. So it shows me how much I've done and where else I can push my tool into. So I guess it's quite a good experience. So instead of using a ruler to measure the inner length of these little compartments where I will be building the little drawers to put it in, I use a paper to roughly get the estimated size. the drawers will have to be much smaller than the measured size. So I think these papers are very helpful, flexible. I had chosen thinner basswood wood pieces for the building of the drawers. And after every cut out piece is cut, I will test them and put them inside the compartments and see if it can really fit in, and do any adjustment from there for each different compartment. Yeah, so this is going to take a couple of time because each of the compartment comes in different length because it's all handmade. You can see that there are many edges or sharp edges that is not aligned to one another in this drawer that is being built. So after they are dried, I will bring them out to be sand on the edges and the corners, and so that they will fit into the compartment easily. So sanding away the edges of the little drawers have been quite fun and fulfilling at first, because I can feel the smooth edges at the side, and each of them can nicely fit into the little compartments. But later on, I found that after sanding, my clothing and my leg can be quite dirty, and my legs can be itchy, so I don't really enjoy it anymore. Yeah, so you can see like this number 12 drawer is way too small after I've sanded it, and I decided to do up another one to replace it. So every day I can come up with about 3 little drawers, and that's it for the day, because there's other gluings and cuttings of the wood, and sanding of the 3 drawers daily, about 9 days, until I come to this part where I am now setting up the last 3 largest drawers, and that's it. The part about sanding is almost done. I'm sure there will be some more sanding coming in, but I'm happy enough that this part is done already. Yeah. So these are some of the little metal parts that I found in Daiso, and I bought them for the little drawers to act as a handle for each of them. And since one pack has about 20 plus of them, so I find it very convenient and easy to use. it's not easy to be coming to this part, finishing all the drawers and now putting on the handle. So I have full of respect for those people who created the whole set of miniature using raw materials that they can find themselves. And I'm already feeling like quite drained out and quite tired for already building to this part, and I kind of like wanted to quit and move on. But I know I'm almost there. I have to finish it. Yeah. So maybe I will not do another customized buy material, cut and glue and design on self design set again. Maybe this one will be my last one. I'm not sure. The long drawers are ready or put in, sanded, and now I'm going to put a different kind of handle on them by using the toothpick. Cut the toothpick into small little parts and just glue it on. I decided to continue the laminated floor, now already knowing how deep the cupboard is. So I'm just doing the parts that I've done before, cutting them, painting them, and now pasting them. So I will be sanding the new parts away again and putting some varnish on top again. So in this part here, I am using a piece of paper again to measure a small little quarter size of a round table that will be attached to the right side of the frame. So that paper serves as a measurement, and I will be using this craft knife to start by cutting in lightly into the basswood so I can create some kind of depth in a line that the rest of the cutting can follow on. So after some depth has been created, I will concentrate on just a small part of the cutting. So I will just go over again and again and again over the same area. So this is to deepen the cutting as I go through each time. I do not need to put in a lot of force inside the cutting, because the knife will definitely go deeper and deeper into the wood as I go across the same area. So once I had cut over like 10 to 15 times on this basswood, I can see that the line, okay, that it will be cut across to the back. Okay, I have done it. These are the remainders. There are actually much more that I've trashed away already, but this is the part that I've cut out. See, it is not perfect. Nothing is perfect anyway, but I'm going to sand this down so the corners here will not be so sharp later. Okay, sanding's coming again. I don't enjoy it, but I have to get this done and to complete the whole thing there. Okay, wish me luck. So I'm figuring out that some of these waste boxes that I've already done could be used for decorative purpose. Not sure, maybe there will be like something stacking up like this here. And how about another chair, like a stool? If this is the table here, then I'll have one one leg, which I have bought this thing already, just a small part of it to act as a leg, maybe one leg or two leg, I'm not sure, maybe just one in the center, starting from here. And then I will have a stool which is about the diameter of this cap here from the lotion that I'm using, lotion bottle. So if this is the size, which will, the stools will be a bit higher with some, yeah, I think that could be a right size. So I use this as the measurement and I'll start working on it. Using back the same method, I score through the lines for this stool. It is much more difficult. I have to keep turning the wood and start cutting them through. I decided to cut through over and over again using about quarter length of the circle, so to deepen them and to get the cuttings through to the back. So once one quarter is done, I can carry on to the next quarter and keep doing it until the whole piece of circle is out. So over here it is finally cut out and you can see the amount of crumbles of wood left. But this thing definitely has to be sanded down. It is now very raw and rough. This is for the legs of the stool. I am using back the same cylindrical rod and cutting it into 4 parts, 4 balanced parts divided out. So the cutting method is always the same. So I'm going through again, make a mark of the cut first, a lighter cut, and start going through over and over again until the rod is being cut through. start painting away these furnitures here. The latest update to the glue that has dried off for the stool. Yeah, so this stool is looking quite okay as a beginner's tool. I'm quite happy with it actually as a beginner's tool. Newbie's tool. I've also done this one. This one, it looks very weird actually, so I may not use it. Maybe I'll just take away the legs, or maybe I'll use it, I'm not sure. Okay, and how about this part? This is also glued up. So the purpose of it will be here, as mentioned before. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I'll be painting these guys away today. Okay, all paintings done. A very enjoyable process to really like see all the models coming alive, especially with colors on them, like they are as if like they are real, and it's very encouraging to come to this step. So the next step is to start doing some miniatures. These clays are from Hinoki wooden powder that I got from Daiso. So I am someone who is not good in doing miniatures. So I'm not good in clay. Uh, Clay always cracks up easily in my palms. Maybe not enough water applied. But for these miniatures, since everything is handmade and I have to create them myself, then I'm just trying my best to make basic shapes and using basic tools like the the toothpick to create holes within and come up with easy shapes that looks like Chinese herbs. Because I do take some Chinese herbs at home, and I will just do those shapes that I can remember that is more regularly in my fridge, and especially these easy ones, easy to do and to leave dry overnight. So this is a done piece, just keeping them all away in the miniature drawer, which is actually quite useful. I've already glued this to the bottom, and now I'm doing the same thing to the middle compartment. This miniature is really taking a long time. It's been like almost 2 months. I hope to finish this ASAP. So I'm just making sure that the right side can align. The right side here. Just filling the edges to make sure that they are aligned and smooth. So that's how I do things, just to make sure that they are nicely placed in. Yeah. So this is the top compartment. It is hollow inside. I'm going to place it up inside now. Uh-oh, look at the white glue. It's not nice. What do you know? But okay, so it's flushed in. Just use my palm to even it out. And it will dry transparent. So just leave it alone to dry. So I've done all this. Actually, I'm supposed to create some vessels that can simulate a container to hold the Chinese herbs, but I'm really bad at doing miniatures, especially clay things. Okay, anything made with clay, no, I don't have a good hand to do it. So the main interest to get me kick off with this project is mainly to build this wooden furniture. This is the part that I'm interested in, but not all these things. Okay, so but anyway, I'm now going to paint them away with this acrylic, and put some blue markings on top so they may look a little bit like the Chinese porcelain. So I'm just trying my best to do what I can, because I don't enjoy this part, and this is the best I can come up with. Okay, get started. I figure out that using a scope from my kitchen is very helpful, because I need a kind of dented shape that goes into the plate, something that looks like a plate, and this part of the scoop works well to create that dented shape. And once the sides has been cut off, I'll be able to just push the angles in so to create a circle. I've tried to do this part many times in my palms and it doesn't work because the other side will always turn out crack. And but on the scoop is turning out quite well. I'm quite happy with what I see. So I'm just using any tools that I can get from my tabletop to create the shape that I want to see, and just sharing whatever progress that I went through. This is certainly not any expert advice. I am a total beginner. I don't even know anything about clay. As long as they turn out looking the shape that I want to. So if you have any expert advice or good advice to come in, please do share in the comments. Thank you so much. This morning they dry out, but in the bowls here you can see the obvious cracks that's happening. So I just want to save time. I don't want to redo. I just put white glue over it, and yeah, especially for this one. Okay, so I think that's the best I can do for the clay. I'm really very bad in it. So once they are dry, they will be put here, and then I will take out some of those PCM herbs that I've done from the drawers and put them inside, put the white glue, stick them on top. Maybe I will paint some of the herbs to white color as well. And today I think I will put some blue color motifs on the container or vase or whatever vessels that I've done here. Okay, and to stick all this up, I think I've created some kind of very tribal looking vessel. You know, it's like the Chinese porcelain, right? They usually have a white background and nice blue color, intricate leaves or stems coming out, or flowers. I'm trying to replicate. This is impossible. Looks like now this is the best that I can do. It's a very tribal version. The shape doesn't even look like the vessel. The Chinese porcelain vase. But anyway, this is the best I can do, and I am enjoying it. So I'll just do what I can, allow it to dry and see how it goes. The idea is to have fun, right? Look at this. This is the base. It looks like this. Going on to the next one. And I try to convince myself by putting it in the cupboard. I actually think it looks not bad, you know. Yeah, good to go. I have several more to go. So I've arranged some of these Chinese herbs to be painted, maybe with white or black. Many Chinese herbs are in white or black or earth color, so yeah, so maybe some will be painted and some will not be. The project is almost coming to an end. This is the last miniature I am making for the TCM store. It is supposed to be something like a Chinese scroll or a picture that will be installed onto the wall. And this part where I'm doing now is the holder of the scroll. This is just a normal piece of paper. It's a origami paper, and I'm trying to measure the size and using my handphone now as a light box to trace over a picture that I found online, which is something like an old man, and he is holding a small little Chinese fan made from some kind of leaf. So I'm tracing it out and will be putting in the watercolor later. So I am now inking out the outlines of this Mr. Old Man using a micron pen. This kind of micron pen, it has archival ink, and it will be permanent once it is being put on a paper, and later on I will be able to put my watercolor over it, and the color will not smudge. This ink color here, the outline will not smudge. So I've been using this for quite some time and it's very useful. I've also created other playlists in my channel in regards to doing sketching outdoors and my thoughts over creating art on the spot. I do not use standard sketchbooks, and I share my reasons why I prefer to use very thin notebooks that I bought from the Japanese store, and yeah, some sharings over sketches. So you're welcome to take a look at those playlists if you are interested in sketching and drawing too. Thank you. So I will be leaving those YouTube links in my description below if you are interested to check it out. I am not trained in Chinese calligraphy, so please pardon me for my Chinese character. What's the meaning of these four words? The first two words, which is 清静, the one that I'm writing now, means to be peaceful. And the next two words will be 养神. In Chinese, it means something like to retain our energy. So yeah, just to share. So this is something that is possible to be in a scroll in a TCM store. I had came to the last part of this video recording. I thank you for being able to stay through and check out my process on this creation on this TCM store. It is almost 1 hour and 10 minutes now into this video. So I would like to share in through this process of creating this video. It is through curiosity that I will like to start trying this because I've never done any customized projects before, and seeing others trying it out really does excites me and wants me to try to do the same thing as well. So I'm happy that I'm able to really give it a try. So there's people usually says never try never know. So now I tried it, I know it, and I know what I like. what I do not like, whether I will continue to do it or not. So yeah, this is a very good experience. So yeah, I feel like it is good to always stay curious. So if we are excited to do something in our life, it's good to keep trying. Okay, try and go through it. There might be difficulties, there might be many hindrances or different boundaries or walls that we have to go through, but if you are able to push through the boundaries, we will see some outcome that can be very satisfying in the end for every one of us who went through, right? So I hope that this video can bring you some inspiration and some encouragement if it's possible. I'm not sure, but it does give me a lot of motivation to try more new things in my life. All right. Thank you so much for staying through. I wish you good health and good luck. Thank you so much.